Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Next Day Survival, episode 13 for our series here. And you may notice that the game looks a little bit better, and that is because I've managed to be able to up the settings a little bit, because I managed to do some tweaking with my computer, and I located a problem with my recording software, and that's actually what was causing a lot of the issues I was having in the previous videos with lagging and such. So it's not really an issue anymore. My FPS still, or my frame still dropped down in kind of the 30s, but that's more than playable. I mean, it doesn't, until it drops below that, it's really not an issue. So I'm actually able to make that work for me because of the fact that I fixed the issue with my recording software. So that's pretty awesome. But we're going to go ahead and complete this quest, because that's what we were doing, is we were going through all the new quests. Now this one requires us to go all the way up to quadrant A3 here, and then drop down to A9. At least that's what it appears to be doing. So we're going to try that. I do want to go ahead and just do a quick peek. I always kind of run through these on my way out. Sometimes you find some good stuff. Grabbing some food and whatnot in here wouldn't hurt to pick up for the journey, since it is a pretty long run all the way there. And we're going to be making this run. So it'll help if we've got some sustenance. Let's see. Nothing in there. Alright, one more room and we're on the way. Okay, we're going to be hitting the road. Probably should eat and drink real quick, though. Well, as I've got this stuff on me that I actually picked up in one of these buildings before I started recording. And we could just go ahead and kind of eat and drink that as we're walking on our way out. Oh, that actually did it. Okay, perfect. So let's go. Now we're on a little bit more of a full room today, so we may run into some other players. That's something that I'm kind of expecting. Won't worry about it if we do. We could take a look actually and see. Okay, so there's only 5 right now, but it is a 12-person server, so potential to fill up is here. Neutral and a bunch of looters, so I guess not really an issue I need to worry about yet. Potentially could become a problem as the series unfolds. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, heading on up to quadrant A3. So we're looking for humanitarian aid, I believe is what the quest says. Or a crate of humanitarian aid supposedly dropped by the helicopter. I'm not real sure on the actual like what to expect for encountering and whatnot. I need to mess with sound a little bit. I must have turned this down a while back, and well, it's just not very loud. So you guys probably can't hear anything. Yeah, you can see I kind of messed with a lot of this. Just changing things to see what would work well, and keeping some things off that didn't really matter. But it looks a lot better. And for frames, we're doing perfectly fine. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and let's see, we're already pretty much over halfway there. Now, quadrant A3, oh yeah, we should reload. Make sure we're got a full magazine on us. That would be really bad if we didn't. I'm pretty sure we left off last time with like 9 rounds left over before I bought a bunch of ammo. Yeah, we're heading pretty close to the civilian place, but like we checked earlier, really not very many civilians on right now. Of course, like I said, that could change. We're in a pretty large server, so Very possible people might join in as we're going through. And that person who called me out was I was recording last time never dropped by the comment section and said hello. I don't know. That's like the third time I've had that happen, and I'm like, I get all excited because I'm like, oh, they're probably gonna drop by the comment section and say, oh, that was me, and that never seems to happen, and it bums me out because like that's actually one of the most exciting things about like running into people is if they come down in the comment section. Or actually the coolest thing is when I kill somebody in one of these games, or if I run into a player in a multiplayer game and then they find my video and they're like, hey, I was so and so. Because I had a lot of that happen in the foxhole videos I did, where people were coming onto my videos and they were being like, I was the dude in so-and-so in the tank or in the vehicle, or I was the guy that was in your squad with you. And I think that's pretty cool when that happens. Definitely pretty rare for if you think about it, for somebody to find one of my videos and find themselves in it. I think that's definitely something pretty special, because it doesn't happen that often. Alright, we're only 100 meters out, so we know for a fact we need to start looking for contacts. We don't know if we're expecting them. We just know we're looking in quadrant A3 for a humanitarian aid crate, supposedly dropped by a helicopter. And then we're supposed to go to A9 and look for the same thing. I'm going to assume that if there's a crate here, it's been probably checked over. Okay, yeah, see, there's a bunch of stuff there. Your quest was updated. Junk, okay. Junk. Well, what kind of junk are we talking about? Don't look like junk to me. Looks like a military first aid kit, a box of 7.62, an AKM, and another military first aid kit. Yeah, that's pretty good, and I'm guessing I get to keep these, so that's pretty cool. The big box of 7.62 after I just bought all of this, go figure. Oh well. Nice, so that was awesome. I guess we'll head down to quadrant A9. I'm hoping that it'll also have a bunch of really good stuff down there. I wonder if that box just stays there forever. I wonder if I came back in the future, if it would just be sitting here, if it's part of the quest. Or if like other players come out here and they'll see that box just in the middle of the woods. Like civilian players, and they won't know it's part of a quest. Or how cool would it be if like the developers like somehow like twine the quests together to an extent, like if I'm running over here to this box to grab gear, and the civilians are also running to that box to collect the gear, like say helicopters dropping gear, and my quest is, oh, you have to go, intercept the civilians' gear, and at the same time the civilians are getting a quest that are saying, oh, you have to go get this gear. Which would be pretty cool, because on large servers that would actually create almost like real, player-to-player interaction with firefights and such. Almost off the map. Simply because both teams are going to be trying to go get their gear at the same location to complete their quest. So it'd almost be like you wouldn't need NPCs for some of the more common quests. Or like if you had quests you could do over and over. For example, to use it as an example, like World of Warcraft is kind of set up that way. In the early days, I haven't played it, in years, but when it was originally set up, like you could do a lot of quests in certain regions, and I couldn't tell you what they are or anything, because like I said, it's been like probably like 6 years, but you could do certain quests and they would kind of intermingle into the, Alliance and Horde quests. And it would cause just natural PvP to break out around the questing areas, because the quests were kind of intermingled together to create that. Here's that tunnel. I've never actually been to it, but we're going to be running nearby it. Just stop and have a look. Totally like an asset rip from War Z, it looks like. I'm sure it's like closed off as well. Yep. It goes much deeper in though. There's a truck over there. We can go check and see if there's anything. I see a couple military crates around it. We could possibly get lucky. I don't think so, but I don't think it's a possibility. We'll see. Yeah, nothing here. All right. Keep heading that way. If we end up getting another crate full of stuff, that'll be pretty nice. Go ahead and eat while we're walking that way, or at least checking our map. We're not very far out now. We've just got this lake up here to go around. We'll cut around this way. There's a set of houses there we could check out. I don't want to pick up too much gear because at this point we've got so much gear that if if there's another humanitarian crate here with gear, we're not going to be able to pick up any of it because we're kind of full on supplies. If I have to, I'll drop. Well, that won't matter anyways, actually. I mean, we don't have a whole lot. What's actually taking up the most space is all of the med kits I have. I brought a lot of them because originally I was expecting as part of the quest, I was expecting a good deal of fighting to take place, but we haven't come across a whole lot of it. And then I found those, what was it, 3 of them? Plus the big heavy 7.62 and the AKM. But that's why I've got the bigger backpack. And actually, the backpack says we've got a good amount of space left. Not enough occupied slots, but that's easy. I just eat some food and I could drop a few things that I don't need if I have to. So here we are coming across this log cabin area. Last time I was all the way out this far, there was a vehicle out this way. Possible there could be one. They tend to spawn in the more remote areas anyways. Okay, what is this? Hermit. Alright, well, we're going to take him out. I don't see any reason to keep him alive. Oh. Right? I'm not sure if he just can't see me or if he's actually friendly. I wasn't expect to run out to somebody here. This must be... Has anybody even been this far out? He's not attacking me. Can I talk to him? Well, he would have definitely have attacked me by now, right? I almost shot him. Okay, well, I can't seem to do anything with him. Can I at least break into his house? He doesn't seem too upset about me going in. He's got weapons in there. I see him on the table. He's got another AKM in here, plus a canister. Box of 12mm, some 9x19, a hunting backpack. I'm surprised nobody comes out this way. I was not expecting to find another AKM, but I did. Take the hunting backpack too. It's a pretty good backpack. We'll probably drop some of this stuff, like I said, if we end up coming across people. This isn't a working tractor, right? No. Alright. Well, that was interesting. I wasn't expecting to run across that. Now you guys know if you need to come out this way. I don't think I've ever seen anybody come out this way. I've watched a few other people's videos, and I've never seen anyone come all the way out here, but there is a place you can find a gun, it looks like, so. Plus, if you want to kill the hermit, I could probably kill him from here. I'm not sure if that gives me a negative reputation with somebody. I'm not sure what his reputation would be. We'll leave him. Close on out to the quest that I just want to get it done with so I can see what I get for this one. Let's see what the next quest brings. I'm really hoping I'll run into some contacts here. If there's one thing I think I would ask the developers, it's that I wish they put a little bit more NPCs, maybe some roaming NPCs in like the woods and such, so you kind of don't feel like you're just running between quest to quest. So, you know, if I'm like doing something like this and then I see a couple NPCs out in the woods and I can stop and check them, or if a couple just happen to be wandering through like this area here in front of me, and you know, I come up over a ridge and they're right there, and I've got to quickly check, you know, are they looters or civilians and what are they doing? I feel like that would just add a little bit more to the immersion. Okay, 80 meters out. I'm definitely expecting something here. I'll be very shocked and a little disappointed if I don't run into anything. I mean, I'll be happy if I get more good gear, but let's go ahead and take the high ground. I don't see anything yet, but we'll get a good vantage point so we can really look. Okay, so right there is where the gear is. Now, it's possible that the closer I get, stuff could spawn in. We've seen it happen before. Nothing up here. Okay, we'll move in. Okay, it hasn't triggered anything yet, I don't think. Really? It's very disappointing. There wasn't even anything there. Well, interesting. I think that maybe it's different every time you play. Maybe like one time you go up. It's kind of disappointing. I was kind of expecting something. Well, at least we could turn the quest in. Where are we? So we've got to go here. Alright, let's run back up and shoot the hermit in the face. I'll feel a little bit better about this whole thing if I do that now. Originally I wasn't going to because I didn't want to cause any issues with reputation, but you know what? I'm a looter, so I don't think I'm as worried, as long as he's not a looter himself. But I couldn't talk to him, so maybe he's like a future thing, like a future quest thing. But as of now, doesn't seem to really have much of a point. So we could just deal with that quick. We'll see how far we can hit him from. And then we're running. We'll turn this quest in quick and see what the next one has. I wonder if I can hit him from here. It's a pretty far shot. Probably 150 meters. I know I could definitely cross the water and hit him. We're getting closer to the looter place as we come up this way too, so it's not too far out of my way to do it like this. Alright. Alright, I guess I missed all those shots. Oh, I know I missed those ones. Really? There we go, we got him that time. Wow, talk about missing, huh? Well, he's taking it like a champ, I'll tell you that. I can't tell if I'm missing or if they're going through him. Some of them are hitting him. Okay, he doesn't seem to do anything then. He just stands there and takes it. Yeah, they're going through him. So you can't actually kill this guy. He's invincible. But boy, does he take it like a champ. Alright, well. That was even more uneventful. Let's just head back to the looter place. We'll turn this quest in and see what's next. Which way is it? This way? Got any players in at least? Got one civilian, a bunch of looters. Yeah, so like I was saying, roaming NPCs would be pretty cool. I think that's something that needs to be added. I do believe there's something sort of like that. Obviously, if you go to like the... Oh, what town is it? Kavishno. If you go there, there's 2 civilians that roam around the apartment complex portion. I believe there's some looters in a couple other towns that roam around. Obviously, there's the looter place a little bit more south. So, I mean, there's NPCs and locations, but I'm talking like straight up just roaming, like group of 3 or 4, and you're kind of going through and you're doing your thing, and you come up over a hill, and boom, there they are. And you got to quickly identify, you know, are they looters, civilians, do they see you? It would make traveling in groups a little bit better. A little bit more encouraged, because you wouldn't want to be alone and run into a group of, you know, 5 or 6 of them, because they're probably definitely going to kill you. But there's going to need to be a little bit of balancing with something like that too, because obviously you don't want to, you know, consistently run into groups of 6. Because if people do want to play alone, then you don't want to have to feel like you're being forced to play with other people simply to stay alive. So different ways it could be tweaked, but definitely it would be a good feature. We're passing the plane as we're on our way there, so why don't we stop by real quick and say hello. We could do some quick looting of this area. The plane sometimes has good gear. There's the 2 traders that spawn at the campsite here too. We could take them out. They sometimes have some good gear on them, sometimes they don't. Generally, it's a shotgun and a pistol. But worth selling, if anything, and if the looter place is right there, I'm happy to go through with it. There's shots, because they... Oh, boy. Sorry if I... Okay, wait for him to reload. Oh, he wasn't reloading, but that's alright. Okay, let's quickly... And this gives us a chance to use a med kit here. Or a bandage, I guess. They were almost like ready for me. Because they were both up. Usually they're down here sitting. Yep, there's that shotgun. Oh, raw meat. I can cook that up. Raw potatoes. Everything else is pretty much worthless. I take the shotgun if I could fit it. Simply just, if anything, to just sell it. Which is what I'll do. Guy's still alive. Go ahead and put him out of his misery. Won't use any good ammo, of course, for this. And he's got the APS, which is a really good... Oh, he's got shotgun on him. Let's see. Obviously, other than that, there's really nothing else I need. The condensed milk would be useful. Take those vitamins real quick. I've had those on me and I don't need them. We'll grab the condensed milk and take that. And then we'll just do a quick search of the campfire area. But I can already tell you I don't really see anything. Just some more vitamins and... That's pretty much it. And some yogurt. Which I guess I can grab. I wouldn't mind changing out my Makarov for the APS, but there's really no point in doing that if anything, for the fact that... What the heck? I'm really thirsty. Must be from being by the fire. Yeah, no point in really doing that until I don't have a lot of 9x19. 9x19 is so common, and the Makarov for me, I've mentioned it before, it's simply just for animals, and it's for wasting ammo on stuff. I mean, it makes a good sidearm too, but it's definitely not a necessity. It's not a deal breaker whether I use it or not. Okay, make sure we got a full mag in here. Run up here, we'll fill our water bottle before I forget. Turn this quest in, see what's next for questing. And plus drop a bunch of the stuff off and sell stuff I don't need. For the AKMs, I've got a lot of them now. But I'm going to keep them because they're definitely the most reliable weapon you'd want to have. A lot of, because if you're going to be going on raids to the bunker, or you're going to go on raids to attack the civilian place with a group of friends, the AKM is one of those weapons that you can lose and not feel like, you know, you not feel like you screwed up. So why is there a camo outfit on the ground? Is that this guy's camo outfit? I'm not gonna pick it up because I'm gonna be polite. If it's his, I'm not gonna steal it. As tempting as it is to take that. Yep, we'll go ahead and sell that. We'll keep the APS unless I already have a bunch of them. I've got 2 of them. We'll keep it anyways for now. Other stuff, we'll drop off this big tub of 7.62. Now I have a lot more 7.62 ammo because I've got the 2 boxes on me, and those are all I'll probably need for the next quest. The food we'll keep on us, and the bottled water. I do have a canteen. I could just swap out for that, but we'll just keep using the bottle for now. Yeah, we'll keep all the food on us. Medical supplies we'll keep on us, except for 2 of them we'll put away. And the I've got a ton of backpacks, so we'll trade that one off. Wow, fried meat's worth way more than it probably should be. Backpack's worth a lot too. There. So I could actually sell a couple backpacks and make a good profit off of those, but I don't normally buy anything. I may splurge one of these days and buy something real nice, like a, I don't know, nice sniper and go out with it, but maybe I should take a sniper out. How much is this? Let's see, where is that? That one's 13,000. I do have a sniper in this one, right? Yeah, I've got the VSS. It's the only one I've got. They're pretty freaking, they're not common. 5.45 round. Is that something you could buy? Maybe. Doesn't look like it. That guy totally left that on the ground. I mean, if he doesn't want it, I'm not gonna leave it here, but I don't know why he would have left it. We'll go ahead and pack it up then. I got a full ghillie suit, that means. Actually, yeah, I mean, if he doesn't want it, I hate to take it, but he kind of just left it here. How much is it worth? 2,000. It's worth a lot. They're pretty rare. I don't see them too often. So if we've got that and we've got the actual headpiece, then we've pretty much got everything we need for a full ghillie. Plus the camel backpack, which I'm using now. Okay, well, that was pretty much the most eventful thing to happen. Let's go turn this quest in. That was something we were supposed to do. Yeah, it was... I don't know, maybe it wasn't that guy's. I don't know why he wouldn't have picked it up, but... Oh. Social junk. So you didn't hide anything, did you? Did you, guy? Watch yourself. If I find out you did, I'll put you down like a dog. I ain't gonna pay you for this. You can keep it. Me and the guys have got more of this crap than we know what to do with. Alright, so what do we got now? Just don't go blabbing to anybody. It's a good thing you fixed that antenna because I intercepted something. It's a signal like from a radio beacon. Not far from here. I'll mark it on your map. Head over there without making too much noise and bring me back whatever you find. Just don't screw it up. Keep your eyes peeled. You might have company. There's a good chance I'm not the only one with a working direction finder. Alright, so where is that? Good. It's actually right over by the bunker area. Alright, so with that being said, then we'll leave it off here, and then next time we'll get to do go down and do that quest, and it's pretty close by, so that should be a quick one, which means we'll be able to knock out a few of them, which would be nice. So thank you guys for joining me. I do hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you next time.